นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะพุทธังสรณังคัจฉามิธัมมังสรณังคัจฉามิสังฆังสรณังคัจฉามิทุติยัมปิพุทธังสรณังคัจฉามิทุติยัมปิธัมมังสรณังคัจฉามิทุติยัมปิสังฆังสรณังคัจฉามิตติยัมปิพุทธังสรณังคัจฉามิตติยัมปิธัมมังสรณังคัจฉามิตติยัมปิสังฆังสรณังคัจฉามิ May we all, humans and non-humans, in all realms of existence, from the bottom of the hell realms until the Brahma realms of the highest heaven, including every special karmic payback zone, we humbly bow down respectfully towards the great perfections of Buddhas, the great Bodhisattvas. Please preside over. We humbly declare removal and cancellation of the desires and expectations towards the elements of the body and the mind, towards knowledges, viewpoints, looking, knowing, and seeing. We humbly declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectation within the deluded mindsets of being in realms of existence, within satisfaction of shapes, sounds, smells, tastes, and touches, mental elements, sensual pleasures, happiness and comfort, the aesthetics, the nature, the weather, peace, and solitude. We would like to declare removal and cancellation of all deluded mindsets for goodness and the deludedly rejecting that which is not good. We would like to declare removal and cancellation of all deluded mindsets in living life and lifestyles, money, property, living places, lands, countries, and the four elements of earth, air, water, and fire. We would like to declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations for the attainment of the enlightenment, for the liberation of suffering, mindfulness, concentration, wisdom, meditative powers, meditative absorptions, spatial insights, and supernatural powers. We would like to declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations for merit and perfections, and the accumulation of the perfections, the Parami. We would like to declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations in all forms of practices for attainment. We would like to declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations towards the Buddhas, towards the great perfections, gurus, teachers, the great gurus, and the enlightened ones. We would like to declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations towards the benefactors of fathers and mothers, husbands and wives, sons and daughters, relatives, friends, and followers. We would like to declare removal and cancellation of all deluded mindsets and to cancel all oaths, prayers, and commitments towards the graces, the great perfection, holy things, and all commitments towards each other in all relationships among relatives, friends, followers, fathers, mothers, husbands, wives, sons and daughters, countries, homelands, and even global connections. May we declare removal and cancellation of all curses, vengeance, and all the harboring thoughts of revenge. We would like to declare removal and cancellation of all concepts, ideas, belief values, traditional values, promises, commitments, doctrines, dogmas, religions, and all bindings that we have assumed up and being deluded to all of them. May we humbly request for forgiveness for all cases of karma which is not aligned with the Buddha's noble truth, and the rejection towards the graces, the noble truth, and towards the natural letting go and the putting down. Karma of ignoring the blessing, the beings of the Buddhas, and obstructing all the dedications to sacrifice from the graces, from the great perfections. Karma of violating the lands of the great perfection, the Parami, and all living places, and the lands of those embodied perfections. Karma of cutting out food supplies and diminishing the right of their living places and workplaces. Karma of exploiting all beings, causing them troubles and starvations. Karma of being stubborn and not listening to the Buddhas and the great perfections, the Parami, in every period of time. Karma of exploiting any labors of anyone, of all beings, at any period of times, causing them troubles in all ways, to feed one's own satisfaction, to feed one's own lives and followers. And all exploitations have done in the way of abusing any beings, in the way of cutting off also all the necessities of the living, creating the payback to oneself for many lifetimes. May we all humbly bow down to all the Parami, all graces, for all cases of karma to be forgiven from now on. May everything be forgiven. Ahosi, ahosi, ahosi. May all karma of hurting and harming one another, abusing one another, physically, verbally, and mentally, to be forgiven. Ahosi, ahosi, ahosi. May we humbly request also for the usage of the perfection, the Parami, in the way to feed one's own happiness, enjoyment, entertainment, sightseeing, looking for satisfaction or dissatisfaction. May all the usage of perfection or Parami in the wrong way that is not beneficial for oneself or samsara, and the Parami can use up and end it as well, causing oneself to fall in the lower realms of existence. May it be forgiven. Ahosi, ahosi, ahosi. the Parami or the perfection has been accumulated in everyone, and it has to be directed in the way that is dedicated for all beings. The good part of the perfection is of giving up the giving up itself, renouncing the renunciation itself. This is the high Parami, high perfection. It cannot be used to feed oneself or even one's own countries. It is to be given and shared to all beings in the samsara. To be kept within oneself will cause trouble to oneself. It will create uneasiness, and one has to look for something to do to spend all those energy, and mostly to entertain oneself. So when we are open, we are opening to share this part. Opening further than sharing the merits or perfections, the Parami, which is something that is beyond the beyond, ungraspable, unattachable. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with having perfection or not, having merit or not, wholesome or unwholesome. This is what we are sharing and scattering into samsara. So let's open up, extend this infinite force into samsara. Otherwise, you're going to be the center that is projected by all beings, and all the frequencies will be directed to you, and you will feel uncomfortable. So open up without focusing on anything. Use the reminders. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with having perfections or not. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with attachment, detachment, or non-attachment. Detach even from the detachment itself. Not attached even to the non-attachment itself. Brighten out further and further, limitlessly. Opening beyond opening. And it will dissolve all the greed, all that behaviors which is dominated by the desire. always want to do things for the sake of oneself, for the sake of one's own people, one's own family, it will dissolve such limitations and narrowness. And it is ungraspable, leaving no trace of karma. Constantly scattering this infinite force and diligently open up throughout the day and night until you sleep. The perfection or the Parami is not to be kept inside. It is not to be accumulated. It is to be given, to be shared to the whole samsara, not just to one's own limited families, temporary relationship. It is universal. Therefore, it needs to be scattered into samsara. Together with samsara, the reminders, the self-purifying reminders, will help samsara as they will hear it. And they will be opening accordingly. Whatever that is happening within this vessel will reflect as well out there simultaneously. Therefore, don't hesitate. Instantly open without focusing, without identifying with anything. And use the reminders accordingly. Moment to moment, moment to moment. No matter what is happening, no matter circumstances you are in, you are amidst all and everything anyhow. The same as all the graces, they still bless in the same way like this. This is the great compassion. All the graces are not limited. They are the great perfections. And why they are the great? Because they never stop giving. And they give universally, covering all beings in the samsara, in all the realms of existence, in all universes, in all these universes that are infinite. The same way as everything is from that which has nothing to do with having parami or not, having perfection or not. This is unlimited giving. So let's be open up beyond opening, the same as all graces of all Buddhas and the great Buddhas and all the great perfections. Incorporating your giving at the same time as you look, see, know, acknowledge anything simultaneously. Incorporating with all the tasks that you have to do. Whether it is domestic task or outdoor or indoor, anywhere. Then the work, the tasks will be as well purified and brightened. Instead of it is a karmic difficulty, it will turn into the brightness, dissolving all difficulties. Within those workplaces. And not just that, as well as in all the space, in all the elements of earth, air, water, and fire. They are the remainings of the frequencies from the mind of the beings. We bless everything. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with having perfection or not. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with involving or non-involving, relating or not relating, attaching or detaching, letting go or not letting go. Keep on scattering this infinite force into samsara, together with samsara. Keep on.